Friends, Doc South here, and what is this? August 16th, 2020, and I guess this day back, oh gosh, what would it be? Let me do some quick math here. 43 years ago, in 1977, well, the world got the news that Elvis Presley passed away, and I remember thinking. That particular day, I got to say, almost anyone was around me back then knew I was kind of shook. That was very sad news to get. I always had I don't know. I just always enjoyed Elvis's songs and his attitude and all that. He was just and I've heard since from interviewing various people who knew him that he was basically a pretty good guy. Yeah, he like any of us, he had his moments, and again, we all do. No one gets through this world without messing up here and there, as far as good or bad goes. We're always messing with the scales, shall we say, myself included. Elvis, you, me, everyone. We're all a mess. But for the most part, I've heard good stories about the King of Rock and Roll, and and I would dare say those. I guess basically they said if you had Elvis as a friend, you had a very good friend, from what I understand. Except I got to say, someday when I go to the great beyond and I meet the King, I've got to at least tell him, Elvis, oh, let's see, about 20 years after you died, doggone, you darn near killed my son and me. And he's going to look at me and said, oh, he said, I think I know what it was. Yeah. He says, you had one of those Fools Gold Loafs I used to like, right? It was in that book, The Life and Cuisine of Elvis Presley. I said, yeah, I think it was. And boy, we ate that one night. We both thought we were going to croak. Oh God, my poor son. He's only at that time he was like 16. He's clutching his chest. Me, I had, I was kind of crawling around on the floor, wondering, when the end was going to come. Oh my God, Elvis, why did you let them? Why would someone publish that awful sandwich? He said, "But what?" I can see Elvis talking to me now. I've been having. He said, "But what, wasn't it good?" I said, yeah, I got to say, Elvis, it was delicious. But man, that thing was a heart stopper. Basically, here's what you did. Elvis used to have I guess, the money to fly out in his jet to somewhere out in Colorado. I think it was Denver. There was a place that made this thing called a Fool's Gold Loaf. And basically, it was a big, long French bread. Okay. You heat it and butter it. You butter the crust as you heat it. So the crust is still crusty, but it's got a little give to it. Okay, it's got to be the right bread. You don't do this. You don't do this on pumpernickel. Okay, it's basically like a nice French bread. Okay, probably about that big around. And then what you do is while you're heating the bread, you fry up about anywhere from 3 to 5 pounds of bacon. Now remember, this is a hoagie roll. Okay, so you need a lot of bacon. A lot of bacon. And then what you do is on the bottom side, you cut the bread so that, okay, if this was the cross section of the bread, you cut it this way. Okay, you don't cut it vertically. You do it horizontal, like that. Okay. Then you butter the bread a bit. Yeah. Oh, again, butter, not margarine. No. This is not a mamby-pamby sandwich. Butter. Okay. And then what you do is you get some grape jelly or grape preserves. I would say preserves. That's what my son and I did. We had grape preserves, and you lather down about a ½ inch, quarter inch to taste grape jelly on the bottom. On the top, peanut butter. I don't care if it's chunky, whatever you want. Peanut butter. A really good peanut butter. All right. And then, remember that bacon you fried up? And you got about 5 pounds of it? By the way, it should be 5 pounds of bacon after cooked. Right. So you're actually frying up probably about 10, 12 pounds of bacon. Okay. You drain it, get some of the grease off. And then you just lather that. You put that bacon on about that thick. Yeah. With the grape on the bottom, peanut butter on the top, or vice versa. If you don't like the peanut butter on the top, well, flip the sandwich over, eat it that way. I don't care. Yeah, whatever you want. And you serve it warm. The bacon should be warm. The jelly or jam and the peanut butter will get warm just being with the bread that's been heated. Bacon's still warm, right out of the frying pan, drained. Ah, yes. And, well, my son and I made one, exactly to specs. And we're sitting there watching some TV show. It was just him and me. We had an apartment. And we're sitting there watching TV and eating this and eating it and eating it. And about 2 hours later, we finally finished the thing. And we're both like, oh, God, that was good. And then all of a sudden, I look at my son, and he's like 16 or so. He starts to shake, and I said, what's the matter? He says, Dad, you and I both together just ate something like the equivalent of like 10 packs of 10 packages of bacon. I think you ate more than I did. I said, well, or you ate more than I did. I don't know. We ate a lot. The sandwich is gone. He says, think of all that fat going through our veins. Oh my God, he says, we could die tonight. We could get a heart blockage. All that fat. And, I said, I feel kind of tight in the chest. What about you? He says, yeah, and I'm only 16, for crying out loud, Dad. Why'd you talk me into this? And Burgess he's walking around the living room like an old man. And me, I already was old. I'm saying, oh, God, you're right, Burge. What did we do? Oh, curse you, Elvis. No, we didn't say that. But I think we thought it. Oh, my God, but that was a delicious sandwich. Long story short, we only ate it once. But, man, it was good. I got to say it's tasty. But, friends, if you're going to do that, make the sandwich at a party. Don't, because you can't stop. It's like a hunk of burning sandwich. You got to eat it, and you don't stop till it's done. There's something about grape jelly or grape jam, peanut butter, and bacon. And on warm bread, it's like heroin. You can't stop. Just saying. So you want to be very careful. Anyway, Fools Gold Loaf. God bless the king. And again, I'll have to think of some more. I got a billion Elvis stories. I'll have to think of some more. Friends, till we meet, let's do the Lord's Prayer moment in honor of Elvis. I think he's doing just fine. He's probably got a concert tonight, and most likely up in heaven. Well, you can probably, it don't matter. You can eat a Fool's Gold Loaf sandwich, and what's going to happen? Right. All right. Anyway. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, the glory, forever. And a hunka, amen. Okay, we'll see you later, friends. Thank you. And Elvis, all I can say is, I think for the most part you did a pretty good job while you were down here. You weren't perfect, but then again, who is? Okay. I'll see you later. Thank you, friends. God bless.